Please leave your message for 70872.
I just got back in town, and you the only one that knows, so keep it on the low. We ain't gotta tell no one what we do alone. It's something we both been waiting for. So let's turn off the phones, we gon' get it on till you screaming. Girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Have sex, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, have sex, lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Have sex, baby. Get drunk, baby. Girl, I just wanna.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hot Life Radio. We were off last week because of a crazy snowstorm, but we are back this week, and I want to introduce my brand new, lovely co-host, Brandy Bonafide B, in the house.
Yo. Hello, everybody. Hello.
You know, I had to bring out another bad. We had to do, two baddies in the building now.
Gotta have it that way.
All the time.
It's only right.
So we're back this week, and of course, we'll be here every Thursday. So make sure you check us out, 10 p.m. So let me introduce our guests already. We have XR in the building.
Yo.
I'm super excited. I've heard a lot about him. Marcus and Brandy talk about you a lot.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Did you want to start with questions, Brandy? You want me to start?
Well,
go ahead, girl.
I would say I could go ahead and get it started. So XR is a very talented Chicago artist. Of course, you all know that Chicago, we have a lot of talent that comes from here.
Right here.
What I would like to say about XR is that you bring a very combined sound where it's not just one thing. You have a lot of spice, flexibility, versatility up in your music. So you're very rare.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I would like to introduce XR because a lot of people sleep on XR right now. Very they comatose right now. But
For now, they comatose for now though.
In a minute though, everybody gonna know who you are. Not just in Chi-Town, but all over. You have that sound that you can move from coast to coast.
Right.
So,
right.
Ladies and gents, welcome XR.
Hello.
Yeah.
Get a round of applause. Let's get a couple
deep.
of likes for that.
That was intense. I love that, man. That was
girl.
definitely.
I like that intro.
I might have to get her to do my Grammy speech.
Right.
It's coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Yo, thank y'all. I really want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be here and getting this outlet that's limited to a lot of artists that's out there that's trying to get their music heard and you know what I'm saying, just get people in tune. So I really truly thank y'all. I really appreciate that. Real talk.
Facts.
Yeah, well, when you have that product and you have what people need and want, it just makes it that much easier to push.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
And this is like real talk because and I've been blessed for this to be my second time to be on the show, and for people to come up on the show like 2 times, that means something.
2 times.
But and like when I try to come here, I try to bring like a good amount of substance to the show. You know what I'm saying? And like when I first met XR, like he came with that substance. You know what I'm saying? And he got a sound that I think it's the piece that the city been missing. You know what I'm saying? And the record that he got right now, the Layup joint, is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it's just a crazy record. And like, if you really need to support it, download it. It's on iTunes. Please. It's on Spotify. Please. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Download that joint, man, and you're going to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's a hot record. It's going to be crazy. And I think it got the potential to own a year. It can own 2018 for Chicago.
Sure.
It's there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
If
I'm not mistaken, you were on 92.3?
Yes,
and my people over there. What's up, May Hi? Hey, boo-boo. That's my sister from another mister. That's big. That's a big deal.
Shout out Go Boys. Shout out Shondell from Raw TV Radio for having me on there, man. Like, Y'all just don't understand. I've been on the radio in Chicago. I've been on the radio in Arkansas. I've been on the radio in Texas. And y'all just don't understand the feedback has been phenomenal. And this was one of the most simplest records that I ever did in my career, believe it or not.
Really?
Like, I was just riding and I was listening to the beat and the beat was talking to me. And I was just like, man, what do people do? Like, what do people do? Like, men and women, what do people like to do? So I was just like, man, I came up with the title Layup. You know what I'm saying? Like, who don't want to lay up? Whether you a man
Right.
and a woman, or you know whatever your sexuality is, whatever your preference. I have no judgment. I don't care. I'm just saying everybody that has feelings, emotions. I don't care if you the toughest dude in the world. Even Scarface had a woman he laid up with. You feel
Facts.
me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I wanted that one joint that just have people connected to me and understand that I can do it. I want to make relatable music. I want to make something that y'all be able to be like, yo, I can definitely feel it.
You definitely
Absolutely.
did that.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Everybody lay up.
Okay.
I do every day.
I try. I got 5 kids. I be trying to lay up. I try.
You know the kids always they block. You know how they
They always block it, but I mean, you know.
You know, it's always when they go to sleep. You know,
Okay.
Best time to lay out.
all right.
When the lights
Like, go to
out.
bed.
Goodbye.
You gonna get a whooping if you don't go to bed.
whispers in the dark. That whispers in the dark.
In the dark. Oh yeah.
Keep sweating nice.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
So let me ask you a couple questions.
Yo.
Number one, are you from Chicago originally?
Born and raised in Chicago.
All right.
I was born in Jackson Park Hospital on Lakeshore Drive. So
Really?
people, if that's not born in the city
Okay.
of Chicago,
Right on.
then I don't know where I was born at. You know what I'm saying? I was born at Jackson Park Hospital. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? My grandma still stay over there to this day. So yes, born in Chicago.
The
Raised.
Chicago in to Chicago win.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That is.
I ain't
Okay.
moved to another city, another state. I ain't do none of that. I've been to a bunch of cities and states, but
Right.
I'm repping Chicago all the way.
Okay, I understand you repping the Shy,
Chicago.
but you gonna stay in the Shy?
Right. Big question.
Man, you know,
I mean, now, quite naturally, where do you see yourself in about 5 years from now? Where you gonna be at?
where they embrace me the most,
Yeah.
wherever they
I
embrace
can
me the most.
understand that, because Chicago, it's a cold city, but
It
know,
really
it's
is.
a lot of support, but then it's like 50-50.
Yeah,
you got
truthfully.
people that's support you. You got people that don't. It's a lot of competition out here,
Yes.
and even raw talent, like the talent that you have, it goes unrecognized by the people of the city,
Yeah,
of
it
the
do.
Chi-town.
It's a lot of crabs in a barrel, man. And I hate the fact that the city look at it in that way, but it's a lot of crabs in a barrel, man. And I support everybody. That's why I stand by. I support the grind, not just the success. But when you grinding to get to success, you have to go where they embrace you. So
Absolutely.
if your own city ain't willing to embrace you, then you gotta go. If another city embracing you, then you gotta go there. That's why everybody be like, yo, Chicago my home, but LA my second home, or you know what I'm saying, vice versa. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I always hear that.
It be people that ain't even from Chicago that say this they home.
Or people
get
that
more-
don't even know you
Right.
embrace you more than the people that do.
Absolutely, man. It's strong.
And it always seemed like, when you that outside and you go somewhere else, they quick to embrace you. They embrace you quick because you're something different.
Know you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They'll soak that right up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, a knock to where you're from and to say you don't represent where you're from. But you're gonna go where the love is. That's human nature.
And who wouldn't do that?
All right, exactly.
Who
That's
wouldn't do
human nature.
Business.
Yeah.
Only a businessman person would do that.
Right.
Only a small-minded person would.
Right.
You can carry your city on your shoulders and back and still won't get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got a family to feed, you got sacrifices to make.
Right.
Those are
Sometimes it
facts.
takes for you to make sacrifices for your own city to embrace you.
I really wish more artists would stay in Chicago though. Like I just feel like if more people would support and we can keep artists here, we could build more. I mean, it
I
goes
agree.
for everything because like I had the reality show. I feel like not enough Chicago people supported us. And it was like, you go to New York, you go to even Miami, which isn't as big as Chicago. And it's like they are so Atlanta. They are
Mhm.
so supportive of their own.
Right.
And they got
right.
so much going on.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta's hot right now.
Right.
It's been last couple years Atlanta's been hot.
Yeah, I agree.
So why Chicago, which is what, the number 2 biggest city
Yeah.
right now, why are we not holding our own talent?
I can tell you why. I mean, like to be realistic about
go
it.
ahead.
Chicago hasn't ever set a grain for identity. They haven't set a grain for identity. So everybody is reaching in every different direction. So it's not really nothing to like really fall back on. You know what I'm saying? And Chicago has always had a reputation for starting here and going somewhere else.
Yep.
Everybody starts and goes somewhere else. But once, I'm gonna be honest with you, once Ye came out and Ye dropped, like Ye actually set a precedent, and he was like so Chicago, and like people started paying attention to Chicago. But then when people started paying attention to Chicago didn't have an identity.
Mhm.
We wasn't known for blank. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody that's here, it kind of worked as an advantage or disadvantage. Everybody that's here now was like got their own thing going.
Yeah.
And everybody's doing this and doing that, and it just adds to the diversity of the city.
Very
Which bring
diverse.
me back to XR.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, you can't say XR guy, oh, he has a Chicago sound. Now XR has a industry sound, has a marketable sound, but it just is so natural. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that get longevity. The people that got that natural sound that's universal. And it can be great. It's like it comes so easy to my man. Man, shout out to my man XR. It comes so easy to my man. Like I can play a beat and we start humming along. It's like, how do you freestyle a Grammy? We freestyle a Grammy in the car.
Yeah, y'all did.
Those are facts. Like, we freestyle a Grammy in the car.
Too. It's gonna go up. I got the footage. I'm the paparazzi.
It'll go up later.
Own
It'll go up
paparazzi.
later. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a question though for XR though, and this is just out of me, like, but like everything that you're doing right now, you got your hands in a lot of things going on. You got the mixtape about to drop. You're working on the album. You got the single rather that's picking up a lot of steam. Like, what is the impression you trying to leave on the listeners, on the people, and on the city? Like, what is you trying to leave at?
I really want people to understand that I've been in their shoes before. You know what I'm saying? I really, really, truly want people to understand that I've been in y'all shoes before, whether it's having everything and losing everything or having nothing and getting everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, music is not for fortune and fame. Music is really a passion for me to express my emotions and to how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing that I'm trying to leave in this game. Like, I listen to the greats, like the Biggie. Like, I was just listening to Biggie today, Ready to Die. And the things that he said in his album, Ready to Die, like, it was before his time. So for it to be relevant in my time, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. Like, I just want, when I'm gone, I just want my generations to keep embracing what I left in my generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that make any sense to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I just want my future to hold a future.
Right.
That's my children's, my children's, my sisters, brothers, everything. I just want them to all hold something, man. And that's what I'm trying to leave in the game. Yeah. It's not the Bentleys, the Ferraris, the cribs, the money. No, it's my voice. It'll keep me alive forever.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right. It's like an outlet.
It is.
You know, it's like something that you can always go to. You can sit up for hours on top of hours and just meditate and deliver.
Absolutely. Music is the therapy. It's a healing process. Yeah. Like, you could one day feel like playing Tupac, next day feel like playing Mystical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mystical. Oh, I be
you know what I'm saying?
In my car.
It's just, music is a mood setter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you play some depressing music, I mean, you're gonna have a depressing mood. Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, like, what I learned, man, like, be honest with y'all, man, I went through that depressing state where I was writing the most depressing music of my life. And it wasn't me, but it was an outlet because that's how I was feeling at that time. And it took for me to just realize my capability and my voice. Like, people don't realize, like, it don't matter if you dead broke, you got a voice. If you can speak, you got the voice to make a change. So that's my goal. I'm not stunning like for the cameras or I'm like, this is me. This is what makes my music because I put real thought process into what I pen on the pad and what I lay on the track.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. So you did very, very well describing XR, the artist. That's
Yes, ma'am.
very well. Let's talk about you personally.
Personally,
Because I heard and I hope I could talk about this, you guys, but I heard a really amazing story about you.
yes, ma'am.
That you gave, was it one of your, what was the story you guys
Your
told me?
grandfather.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about, can you talk about it?
Yeah. I could talk about it because I really want to enlighten people about it, man. Like, it's I donated a kidney to my grandfather. And the reason why I donated a kidney to my grandfather is because my grandfather was my father. You know, my mom had me at a young age, and I was raised by my mother. By my mother, my grandfather, and my grandmother. So to be raised in a household with your uncles and aunties, but be raised as brothers and sisters, it's a different outlet. You know what I'm saying? So me having children, and that's my granddad, and this is their great granddad. It's like, yo, the biggest thing was, would it keep him alive and get them to witness what I've witnessed growing up? So my granddad was in Vietnam. He was in the Vietnam War. He was exposed to Agent Orange, which is that toxic chemical that they spray down for the other enemies, but had the soldiers crawling through it, sleeping in it, living in it, breathing in it. You know, so my granddad, he was on a cadavers list to get a kidney, and his kidney was functioning at 9%. He was on the verge of, getting the implant to start getting dialysis. And I was just like, yo, can I give you a kidney? And he was just like, you'll give me a kidney? I'm like, yeah, man, it's gonna keep you kicking. He was like, yeah, so we went through the process of donating a kidney, and the process is very intense, man. You got to see a psychiatrist. They gotta screen you. They gotta make sure nobody's forcing you, paying you, bribing you. Like, it's very extensive. But in the end of the day, like, they give you the option to even tell a person if you're a match or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you just did it off impulse and then change your mind. And then you might want to say, yo, I wasn't a match. But that wasn't my thought. I kept, to be honest with you, I kept giving up a kidney a secret.
Yeah.
The reason why is because I didn't need nobody discouraging me or telling me or scaring me. And I knew what I wanted to do. I had my mind set, and I just kept it a secret. So I went through the process. And a lot of people thought that I was going out of town to do music, but I was really out there getting evaluated to give up a kidney. So.
And I got chills. Just so you guys know, I have literally, I have chills right now. My hair is standing up on my arms, because that's like, you don't meet a lot of people that would do that nowadays. And it's a shame, because these are family, but
Absolutely.
wow. I'm speechless.
I mean, that's deep, because, you're trying to extend life. You're trying to, keep life going. And, just the thought of somebody you trying to discourage you from doing that just because you're so young. Absolutely. And somebody had the opportunity to live their life and do what they wanted to with their years. But you took it upon yourself to put yourself in a compromising situation where, you were, your health was at stake at that point after you did that, but you still did it because you were looking at the bigger picture,
Absolutely.
And sometimes your moves, you just got to keep them silent, because, people will try to discourage you because there's something they wouldn't do.
And that's the truth right there.
Y'all know what's powerful? What's powerful is to say that someone lives through you.
Yes.
But what's even powerful is when you tell somebody you live through them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my granddad was living through me, and now I'm living through him. You know what I'm saying? My kidney gave him 35 more years on this earth, so I'm good with that. I'm happy with that.
That's a blessing.
Is he here today?
He kicking. He going hard. If I brought my
Hey,
granddad,
Grandpa. Hey, shout
if I
out.
brought my granddad here right now, you be like, yo, would you chill, man? Like, slow down. My granddad, he still got it, So I love that man to the death of me, man.
And let me tell you, right? So let me tell you, it's crazy, because like the story behind like how we all met. It's like really bugged out, because it is, because what ended up happening, actually, as weird as this may sound, like Bonafide B actually
that would
to an essence like discovered XR to us.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? And like literally brought him to our doorstep. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like,
well, let me say something. That's because music is my therapeutic outlet. So I love music. I love music of all sorts. I don't have like one genre or a type that I'm just stuck in. I love, me being multiracial, a little Latin music, some soul music, some R&B, some jazz. You name it, I'm on it. Some trap music, some hip hop, whatever
country?
it is.
No country?
Music,
Is there any country?
You know what? I can do a little Shania Twain. I did some line dance in the high school from all my Eisenhower followers and everything. We was up in there doing line dancing and everything. But when you hear something, it's like immediately. And the way we met, I'm gonna let Sonny P go ahead and take it away. But it's like when I heard his sound, I'm like, yes, like what you doing? We got to get you out here because you just sound that good that it's like you just can't. It's like when you have that gold treasure at the end of a rainbow and you just want to tell the world. You don't want to keep it secret because it's like you have talent, you have music, you have substance, the things that you sing, rap about. People go through it every day.
Yeah, and what's crazy was when she called me, like my wife called me and was like, "Yo, I got this artist, man. You need to hear him. Like you need to check him out. Like, and he say he knows such and such and this." And I'm like, "All right, man. Let me. Okay, just bring." She's like, "Can I bring him around?" And we was at my brother's house in Country Club Hills. So
South suburbs.
Right, facts.
The South suburbs.
But facts, you know what, XR presentation is everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was very respectful,
very
and everything.
Humble.
So when he came around to the house, his mannerism, his demeanor, everything was more or less like, "Man, sir, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm only 38. I ain't sir." But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was cool. But he was like, "Man, I just want you to hear my music and da 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 da." Trust me, I'm gonna tell you, this is like to every artist out there, like how you present yourself to anybody, it matters, and it'll take you far. What ended up happening was he put on a show in front of like all of us. Like we had to be honest, we had like every generation of age on that porch. And he just played music. It was like back to back to back. When I tell you this man like set the porch up. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody
barbecue out there, like, oh, we
summertime shy.
Right. Like we had like my kids is out there. Right. My wife kids is out there. My brother kids is out there. We talking about ages 7, 6, 15, 18, 20, 30, 40. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
everybody's
if you could
out
play
there.
at a family barbecue, you are legit.
Right.
And everybody love it. You could continue to play and nobody's complaining.
Right.
Legit. Check.
Tiff. Preach, because he like set it up like that. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody was like, well, so I looked at my brother. I was like, bro, whatever it is that we doing, we need to put pause on it and see what we can do in this situation.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? And we took a picture. We took a picture that night. We talked to bro. And we told bro, we was like, man, anytime you ever want to come around or whatever you got going on, whatever it is that we doing, you a part of it.
That's a fact.
And we've been family ever since.
But ain't that something how like you got family that's blood, same blood running through your veins, and sometimes them be the ones that just it don't work out and you can meet some random person off the street.
Absolutely.
And it's like the respect level, the loyalty level is just there.
And I have to say, Sonny P, this is their second artist that you brought on here, and both of them have been extremely well spoken. Extremely. Like I'm just like really just amazed. I mean, because great music, number one, but then number two, just so well spoken. Giving great interviews, have so much to say, really thoughtful, and I don't know how to describe it. Like
I know what
you get
saying,
people on here and it's like
real,
you look at them like
real.
Yeah, real
recognize real.
Speaking, Tiff, realistically speaking, like between him and Jim, it's like you have a connection beyond the music.
Yeah.
That makes you want to be like, man, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? And like this ain't just an artist. It's like my brother.
Absolutely.
TLG with Jitter. That's not just an artist. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell.
So if he called me any day and be like, man, bro, such and such going on. Well, how we gonna figure this out?
Absolutely.
And even you guys are very so well spoken. You and Brandy. I mean,
thanks.
just
so.
I mean, I would expect nothing less. But you've talked to people before, or I've talked to people before, and it's like
I don't know if I want to get involved with that.
This is just more than just only the music. This is like this is like a lifestyle. We don't front fake or nothing. This is like real. Like everything about us is like 100% real. And speaking on that, I would love to get into this layup single.
Okay, yes.
Man.
Are we gonna talk about the layup challenge too?
Yeah, we got the
want to
layup
talk about that
challenge.
afterward, or
No, we could talk about the layup challenge.
layup challenge?
Tiff, listen.
No.
You married, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, listen. I did this music for everybody, whether you married, single, in a relationship, got a side dip. I don't care what you got. I just want you to lay up and do the challenge. So the challenge is this. The challenge is all you got to do is download the song or stream the song. It's available everywhere music is sold or streamed. All I want you to do is do a video. Be creative. Like you don't have to just do a video. Hey, lay up. You don't have to do that. Like I want you to do this video where it's
in your zone.
You know what I'm saying?
You're doing you.
Right. It's showing
up.
you. It's showing your personality. I don't want you to show my personality in the video. I want to see your personality. Like just how people be on Snapchat doing their personalities to their favorite artists. I just want you to take this song and show your personality and let the world comment and give you an opportunity to win $400.
You hear that? There's money involved. So look at that.
$400
for just doing you, laying up, doing a little video. You know, we all get on IG, Snapchat, Facebook, just posting random videos.
That's like $2 bills, y'all.
Random day.
For
all
real.
you gotta do is just
your
get
electric
up
and your gas, baby.
Facts.
That's a car note.
I mean,
Your car note,
easy money.
okay.
So I mean that's before tax money, but I mean if you like what I'm saying is I just want you to, express yourself, man. You could have a bad day at work and want to lay up on the couch and watch a movie on Netflix by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It don't always have to involve somebody to lay up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can have thoughts, but
you came from a breakup.
You feel me?
You just need to lay up.
Exactly. So all I want you to do is download the song. It costs 99 cents. It's free to stream or whatever y'all signed up with. But, just download the song and do a video. Submit it to me. I repost it. And then Monday, I'm announce the winner. The only reason why I drug it out so long is because Valentine's Day was coming up. So I figured people had some special plans and arrangements coming on. People become in a relationship when they was just single.
Right.
But I ain't gonna speak on that, but
yeah, facts.
What I'm saying
not
is
only that, we just got snowed in here in Chi-Town. I mean, come on now, y'all ain't had nothing else
in St.
to
Louis.
do.
Thank goodness there wasn't nothing out there.
Girl, ain't you
like
lucky,
I'm saying,
though.
everybody was snowed in. The
Jealous.
stores was havoc at the stores. Everybody thought it was gonna be a catastrophe, the end of the world. So all you had to do was just lay up and post up.
So where can they submit it to?
All you have to do is go on iTunes. Go to Instagram, go to my Facebook. I'm on your Facebook. So if you're on Tiffany's Facebook and you can't find me, I'm shared this video so you'll be able to find me. Send me the video.
Give your information.
Can you hashtag on IG layup challenge?
Hashtag layup challenge.
You can find it if you
absolutely.
Look up the hashtag layup challenge.
Absolutely. Right. So what I'll do is once you send me the video, I'll repost it. And then what I'm gonna do tomorrow is post all of the videos of all of the people that submitted a video, and then by choice of likes, comments, that's how I'm gonna select the winner. And the winner, I don't care if I gotta meet you face to face for you to get your money. I'm gonna get you your money, or I can PayPal it, or I can Cash App it, or I can.
We need to meet face to face so you can get that picture of who the layup.
No, I get they can't send a picture. No, not at all. They have to do a video saying, "Yo, what up? I'm the winner of the XR layup challenge." They have to do that. It's only right because if you did the layup challenge, then you comfortable enough with doing a video. So I need you, just like I'm promoting you as the winner. I need you to promote me as the person that clears you the winner. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
$400. That's only right. Like
a little video real quick.
And then you not only do you win $400, but you win 2 tickets to the Summer Midwest Classics that I'm performing at.
Wait a minute, let me get on my layup challenge tonight. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, right. You get 2 tickets to the Summer Midwest Classics hosted by Rush Danger Radio. I did a radio interview with them and they supported it, so they put the tickets on the line. Not only did he put tickets on the line, but he also put drink services on the line as well. So you'll be provided with drinks too.
I mean, that's win-win.
And you get to meet me.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You get to meet me.
Because see, one day everybody gonna look back like, I remember
my name.
I remember him.
Right.
Well, let's play this song, y'all. Let's get to this song real quick. We're gonna play it, and we'll be back in a minute.
This is Layup.
Layup, y'all.
Layup.
Please leave your message for 70872.
I just got back in town, and you the only one that knows, so keep it on the low. We ain't gotta tell no one what we do alone. It's something we both been waiting for, so let's turn off the phones, we gon' get it on till you screaming, girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Baby. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Girl, I just wanna. Girl, I just wanna. Girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Pass that, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, baby. Pass that, baby. Non-stop, baby. I just landed in O'Hara. I should be there in an hour. First, I gotta change the shower. She say she been waiting on me like forever. T-shirt and her panties like a Dina Howard. ETA say, be there half an hour. I just gotta stop, go and get the liquor. Condoms and the switches. Now she said the picture, standing in the shower. Water running down. I said I'm getting closer. Said she getting wetter. I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to kiss her. I can't wait to touch her. Girl, I'm finna pull her. Open up the door. Walking up the stairs. Standing in the towel. I can see her smile. Screaming, got her ass. Jumping up and down. Pick her ass up just to lay her down. Get the lotion, then I rub her up and down, talking all around. Got me pulling, tugging at her towel. So slow it down, wanna lay it down. Put the liquor down, turn around. It's something we both been waiting for, so let's turn off the phones. We gon' get it on till you screaming, girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Pass that, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, baby. Hashtag, baby. Hashtag, girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Hashtag, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, baby. Hashtag, baby. Non-stop, baby. Started going slow, go a little fast. Liquor in me, girl, I'ma last forever. We been going for hours, time don't concern us. You my only focus, this is what we wanted, this is what we needed. Watch me while I eat it, lick it, stick it, drill it. Tell me when you feel it, why you running from it? Girl, you know you want it, I just wanna please it. Promise not to tease it. Started in the kitchen, now we on the counter. Landed on the table, gripping on your ankles. Now we on the couch, let the neighbors watch us. Running low on comments, pull me close and whisper. Take it off and feel you, boy, you know you wanna. Now I'm going deep, shaking like a season. Feel it getting wetter, squeeze it getting tighter. Girl, you said it coming, tell me where you want it. If I come up in it, it'll get you pregnant. You said no, I won't, plan B in the morning. Now you waiting for it, got you bracing for it. You been asking for it, now you begging for it. You about to get it, hope you ready for it. Something we both been waiting for, so let's turn off the phones, we gon' get it on till you screaming, girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Hashtag, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, baby. Hashtag, baby. Hashtag, girl, I just wanna lay up, baby. Get drunk, baby. Hashtag, baby. Pass out, baby. Wake up, baby. Wake up, baby. Hashtag, baby. Non-stop, baby. I just got back in town.
All right, y'all. That was XR, and that was Lay Up. And make sure you guys go buy that. iTunes. Where else? Everywhere.
iTunes,
Everywhere.
Apple Music, Spotify.
Search
Tidal.
it.
All you gotta do is Google
and
it.
grab it.
X
Dope
dash
song. Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So we're gonna get into some like current events that's going on right now.
Uh-oh.
You know, I hate to do like negative things, but I have to say rest in peace to the 17 people that died
Yes, please.
in the Florida shooting at the high school.
Prayers.
Nicholas Jacob
Jamie.
Cruz, 19 years old, walked into Douglas High School, Douglas High in Parkland, Florida, and shot 17 people. And it's just, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I wanted to talk about it because I read a lot about it, and there were a lot of things done by social media by him that were very disturbing that I don't understand why people don't pick up on. Like,
Absolutely.
I mean, when I'm on social media, I'm looking at people stuff, reading stuff. If I see something disturbing, like
Yeah,
I'm reporting that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I
I mean,
agree.
But even if you report it to social media, like how far do they really take?
And that's
They
the
don't really take
problem
it.
is like who takes it serious.
Right, but the people that's close to these people that are suffering for whatever they're suffering from, that's who needs to intervene and try to, get people help. But sometimes people are discouraged or they're afraid to do that because they just don't know, or they do know what that person is capable of.
Yeah.
It was
you know.
reported that he was like saying on different social media outlets, especially on YouTube, that he was going to be grow up to be a school shooter and some other things. And I'm like, I mean, there's a bunch of things coming out now, and it's like nobody reported this to the school. Because I kid you not, like my 14-year-old son said something to a classmate, and they reported it, and it was a big deal. I mean, it's over now. It actually was kind of minor, but they thought it was big enough to report it, and thank God they did, because you never know.
You never know.
Absolutely.
It wasn't
You
anything
can't,
violent,
right.
though. Let me put that out there.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing, anything like this. But he was expelled from school. This is what was reported. He was expelled from school last year. So he wasn't in school this year. But there had been numerous social media postings by him saying, giving way to saying he was basically going to do something like this.
Right.
Mhm.
So there had to have been a student or something
Or somebody
saw
said
it.
that,
Yeah, 'cause-
But see, do you see what the problem is? Because if you look at it in hindsight, what can you do? Like, you can't arrest him because you think he's going to do something.
True.
You can't because he wasn't a student at the school anymore.
You're right. And
He
then I
wasn't a
guess
student at the school
you're right.
anymore. You can't arrest him. Now, only thing you can do is prevent people like him from being in possession of weapons that can kill people.
But how
Like
do
and
you
that.
let's
prevent
talk about
that?
the weapon.
Right.
So
Yeah, let's.
his mother passed away, I believe, last year. So he was an orphan. His dad passed away when he was younger.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was with a family. They knew he had a gun when he
Mhm.
came into the house and
Yes.
told him, keep it locked up. I'm sorry, but you're like a 16, 17-year-old boy, and you're coming to my house with a gun?
What
Mhm.
do you need
No.
to know?
No.
And you understand he got these issues.
Well, just hit me real quick, because a lot of people don't know people background. You know what I'm saying? Like him losing his family at a young age, we don't know what he's been through.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? So some people can be reacting in a way of calling out for help, and people ignore it. It's just like the people that commit suicide. They can be calling out help, and people's not
And that's
seeing
the
the
problem. Is
signals.
people
I
are
agree.
And they're
ignoring
ignoring
it.
it, and then it takes for you to say bomb, and people gonna
Right.
tackle you like you just said hut. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's sad that we don't realize the signals that's being given. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to spell out SOS in the sand
Yeah.
to call out for help, man. I
Right.
think just people need to start listening more. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
I
And
agree.
taking heed to what your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the story is behind it. You know what I'm saying? I know the news would spice it up to sell a story.
Yeah, media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
But I feel like it's a story behind it, and that's why I always say, like, I'll be looking at the news, and I always want to know what the aftermath of things is. Like,
Right.
why do y'all only headline like the highlights? Why
Mhm.
y'all don't headline the highlights of the families that's distraught or struggling after they done lost their significant other to
Absolutely.
a drunk driver? You know what I'm saying? Or the police officers. And what about all of the people that done lost their lives? Like, how can we help or contribute to them? Like, y'all don't put that out. Like, the city put a
Yeah.
lot of fines out on people and make people pay all these fines, but it don't go to the family of the victim.
Right.
You know, it's sad.
Right.
Like, so
Right.
I hate to touch on that subject, man, because I feel like the people that's really suffering is the families. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Absolutely.
not but the city benefit from it. You know, the city benefit from it. So
But in
Yeah.
this issue, I seen a post where a gentleman said that this was a mental health issue. It's not a gun law issue. But I think it's a combination of the two.
And then
because-
here,
what's
speaking
allowed.
of mental illness, now I saw a lot of posts too that, when a white man does it, it's a mental issue. But then when a black man does it, it's a whole nother issue. Like,
But
when a white man does it, they blame it
on
on mental
hold
illness.
on. I'm
Now,
gonna keep
I
it
think it's
100.
mental illness all
Period.
across the board.
But like, to
Absolutely.
be honest
Now, I don't
with
care
you,
who you are.
how many mass shootings that have black people committed?
Right, you don't hear about it at
It
all.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Black people may commit individual shootings in a concentrated area, and then that's a whole nother issue. But we talking about mass shootings. Bottom line is these people have mental issues. Period. You may not
All
want to
of them.
accept it. I'm not going to say that's why they did it, or it could be why they did it. But these people, anytime you have in your mind, an idea clicks, and you say you want to kill a
Take
large amount of
somebody's
people,
life, period.
especially children, teenagers,
Teachers.
anything, teachers, you have a problem mentally. There's
Absolutely,
something
yeah.
wrong with you.
Period.
Now the problem is not the fact that that it's guns, because guns don't kill people. It's people that kill people, but those people that kill people are using guns to kill
Exactly.
people.
But
So
they
I
have
think
underlying issues.
Yeah, but I think the regulation should be, you need to regulate who has access to these type of guns. Honestly, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, and I'm not trying to shoot anybody down who believe this, but you, or me, we don't need access to an AK-47 to be able to shoot multiple people and take their life. That's the only purpose of those guns. If you want to have a pistol on you to defend yourself is one thing, but we don't need those type of guns because it's not in us to be killers.
But have you ever thought
And I don't live
that
that
these
lifestyle.
guns that people are having access to I'm sure I have my FOIA card. Yeah, I could go and get a gun or whatnot. But a lot of these guns, people are not just walking into a gun store and saying, "Here's my FOIA card. I would like to get this gun." These
are illegal guns.
They're getting them some kind of way.
Off the street.
Whoever, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I think it's some kind of conspiracy to get rid of or tear down certain
communities. I get it.
Like, there's no way that you have access to this.
But you have to also understand too, there are people, and I work with people, and I see people, and I know people that go to trade shows and go to other people and go to gun shops and buy Tech 9s, AK-47, AR-15s, and they buy these guns that's made for war.
And that's what I'm
made
saying.
for
Like,
combat.
why do they
You
to show?
You live in the suburbs.
right?
The only violent thing that you see is maybe your drunk neighbor hitting his
Okay.
wife. You ain't
Or the
involved
garbage
in
can.
combat. Like, why are you why do you need a gun that's equipped for mass murder?
But again, here's this. Like, you don't know what this person that might live in the suburbs, what if they were like a veteran or what? I'm just throwing something out there.
True.
Like, they might not have anything on their record that would prohibit them from obtaining that sort of license to get that type of weapon.
Yes.
Then, they have this at home, but now they're also battling a mental illness.
You exactly
and
right.
then now they go on this rampage because they're depressed or suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, or their children that may also be in a household that is dysfunctional. They're probably stressed out because, again, the parent, which is the head of the household, is they're stressing their kids out. Parents can stress kids out too.
Yep.
If they don't know how to handle things that's going on amongst the adults, the adulthood, and then the kids start, then they see, oh, my mom or my dad, they got this at home. You know what? I'm a snap too. And then they go to school and then they snap, but they have access to these
those
weapons.
guns.
My biggest thing is that y'all got to realize that everything stems from a seed that's planted.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, we can sit here and hold this whole interview and point fingers as to the what ifs, but in the end of the day, like, when it all said and done, like, it's 17 people that lost their life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And these are
You know what I'm saying?
children. I don't know.
And some adults too, the athletic director, football assistant coach, that put their lives in the line for
Right.
something
Just
to save
going to work
children.
to make a living.
just
you know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
school.
And then
And
losing
everyone-
their life.
Everybody got their background and their goods and bads, their ups and downs, but in the end of the day, it all stems from a seed. Like, we here today based off the seed that was planted for our foundation.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
And that's what we hold for our future, man. So I just want to, just really send them prayers out there to Florida, and even to the guy that did it. You know what I'm saying? Send the prayers to him, man.
'Cause
We
he gonna
all
lose his life too, basically.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm not gonna lie, it literally, and I said this before in another show, it takes a village. Like there are I grew up, I'm not gonna say how I grew up, but my oldest is a basketball player, and he started his little career or whatever in Chicago, where we had a lot of kids at our house who don't have a lot of parental support. Parents never came to a basketball game. We go out of town, they didn't give them $1 for a burger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it takes a village. It really does. I really feel like, as adults, we should. I know it's hard enough to take care of our own kids, but if you see another kid that might need some mentoring or something in their life that they're not getting at home, I personally always feel the need to step in because this is our future, regardless how you look at it.
You got to give them hope
Absolutely.
because they could be in despair, and then children they're like sponges.
Yeah.
They absorb what they see, what they hear. Sometimes somebody need to intervene and just come in and just show them that they are loved and that they are appreciated, and just redirect them sometimes.
And especially in our inner city, a lot of kids come from a one-parent home and a single mother home.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, especially the boys, they don't have the father around. And that's why, like, my husband is so awesome because he really stepped in a lot of boys' lives. A lot. We were living in the suburbs, south suburbs in Stager, Chicago Heights, and he would drive to the city to pick these boys up for basketball practice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in rush hour too.
Yeah, that's a lot.
To come up in the city and get them, take them to practice, and take them to practice for an hour and a half, 2 hours, then take them home because nobody else would.
You're building a
But that one person,
and
again, that one or two children that he,
makes
took in,
a difference.
then those two children will, hopefully, when they grow up,
just
and think about it, it's little things.
So
it's little things they appreciate.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
As a man, like, look, I want to say this, and I really want to pick y'all brains with this because I really dislike the fellas that fight the man that's in their children's mother's life, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know
what I'm saying is, like, why would you fight a man? Like, he's not trying to replace you as a father, but if he's trying to be there as a role model, why can't you respect him? Like, it's about humbling yourself. It's vice versa for women too, because women have their attitudes too.
Boy.
You feel me? But if they're sitting there and they're playing a role in your child's life that you're absent from, but you're still involved, then why can't you share that respect?
And I'm in a blended family like that. Me and my husband both, when we met, had 2 children before, and then we had 3 together. So we are a huge Brady bunch, basically.
Right, absolutely.
And it started off rocky. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to get into it. We did not all get along, but we were in our early 20s. Now getting, growing up and all that, we see, like, it's about them.
Right.
It's not about us. And the situation is what it is. I'm married to my husband. My kid's father is married to his wife. My husband's baby mamas are with whoever they're with.
Right.
And it is the way it is. And
you got to respect it.
But it's about the kids. We need to raise these kids and raise them to be productive citizens, because these are going into our future. Y'all got to set the
example, though.
And the thing about it is, it may be a division of some sort where somebody's moved on, or both people have moved on, and there still could be a hastiness, and it don't even have to be a lack of the parents that have separated or divorced or broke up might not be doing what they need to. Just be appreciative that when the kids are with you, everything is being taken care of. When they're not with you, they're being taken care of. Don't be bitter about that. Like, you should be happy that there's some structure and foundation going on with the kids, because it doesn't have to be a lack of.
Me and B deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We in a blended household. We got our children. You know what I'm saying? And all the time, it's not always honey and peaches. You know what I'm saying? It's not sweet all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we try to maintain our house and keep a good foundation and a good structure.
Right.
At the end of the day, it has to be that for the kids, because I want my kids.
Because they're growing up, they need to see how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we got a good range of children. Your oldest.
We got 14, 9, and 2 7-year-olds.
2 7-year-olds, and we got a good range. But we want them to be able to come here and to go to the home with the opposite parents and feel like it's still home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It has to be structured on both ends.
It got to be structured on both ends.
Let me say,
what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off, bro.
No, you go first.
I feel like this personally. as adults,
Mhm.
you make decisions. It's no longer mistakes. You can't say I made a mistake and slept with that woman and had a kid with him. No, you made a decision, my dude, and stop BSing somebody
Right.
and telling them that you made a mistake. No, you made a decision. You made a decision to sleep with this person, because sleeping with a person is you sleep with a person to conceive. That's what being intimate with a person is. It's conceiving.
Right.
It's what it's meant to reproduce. So if you took if that's what you chose to do, that's what you chose to do. So stop making excuses. That's what I feel like a lot of people make excuses about. Oh, well, she's with him because of this, or he's with her because of this. Like, I just feel like if you just make the decision, like, stop judging people, stop giving feedback to people that's there to help you for a reason. Like, come up with a solution. Stop
Exactly.
stop making
Problem resolution.
But again,
excuses.
this boils down to maturity and common sense.
Yeah.
That's all it is. When you immature, you make foolish decisions. But I know one thing. We are about to roll this up and wrap it up, because we could be talking all night.
Absolutely,
And it
we
is
could. We
Thursday,
don't
and
have.
everybody got
We
to
may
go to
have
work
to get
tomorrow.
a 2-hour spot up in this.
But
Right,
we're gonna turn
Let
it
Where
her
can
over.
we
baby,
find
baby.
you on social media? We got to go through. We got to know where we can find everybody on social media real quick.
All right, on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. It's Jonathan, JONATHAN, space XR Lewis. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, IAM_XR. That's IAM_XR. YouTube is Pretty Boy XR. That's PRETTYBOI XR. And I have a website called I Am Pretty Boy XR. Same way I spelled it before. Salute.
Dope.
Thank you, Tiffany, Brandy, Sonny. Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank
Facts,
you.
facts.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We could have carried this on for another hour or two with so much more than we could have talked about, and we might have a part 2.
We're gonna
with
have a
XR.
part 2 always. But we're
Yeah.
gonna be here every Thursday, IntellectualRadio.com. You can also find us on YouTube, Intellectual Radio, and then follow our Facebook Lives.
Tune
Right.
in.
Good
At
night,
TLG
everybody.
Sunny PIG, Marcus Sunny Powell, Facebook.
Hey, y'all, go to the new dating game on Stony Island birthday party tonight.
On a Thursday.
Yeah. Let me explain.
I think about us all the time. I used to come in the drop of a dime just to be here right by my side. I wanna get right with you, wanna build something new right here with you, but I still love her. Now there's the truth. I know sometimes I lie, but I try so hard to change my life, but I just can't seem to get it right. I cry sometimes.